Okay, so very good morning to all of you. So today we'll start the another primitives for symmetric key encryption, which is stream cipher. So in a symmetric crypto system, crypto system, what we have a single key for encryption and decryption. So for encryption and decryption purpose, we use the same key or the similar key. I mean, K is the encryption key, and then decryption key can be easily get it from K. So that is the symmetric key environment. So in the symmetric key, what Alice will do, Alice have a message which Alice wants to send to Bob over the public channel. This is public. Channel. That means this is captured by a world third party. Oscar is one of them. So then Alice will encrypt this message using some algorithm, using the key K, and get C. So C is the ciphertext, and C Alice will send to Bob over this public channel. So this is the encryption. And what Bob will do upon receiving the ciphertext, Bob will apply another algorithm, which is in this case it is just reverse of this encryption algorithm. So Bob will decrypt it using the same K and get the plain text back. So this is the decryption. So there are two ways we can do this encryption and decryption business. One is block cipher. So far we have seen the block cipher. We have seen that there is a black box which can take certain size of input with the help of key. This is our encryption, and we will get the ciphertext. So this is plain text M, and we get the ciphertext. So and we have discussed many block ciphers, DES. We haven't started AES because AES needs some mathematical background for that. That's why we thought to first complete the stream cipher a little bit, then we can start with the mathematical background, and then we can move to the AES. Okay. So yeah, so this is the encryption, and for block cipher decryption we have the inverse of this process, inverse of this algorithm, which will take the ciphertext and key and can give us the plain text back. This is the block cipher decryption. Okay, using the same key, both Alice and Bob. So another primitives is stream cipher, which we'll discuss now. So how using the stream cipher we can do this encryption and decryption business, where we both of us have the same key. So that is we will discuss. That is the stream cipher. Any questions so far on block cipher? We have discussed. Any doubt? Good. So not good. We should have doubt, no? So in a so this is a symmetric key encryption. A symmetric. Here we can erase it. Symmetric cipher. Symmetric cipher means we have same key for encryption and decryption purpose. Okay. So here our plain text, we have the plain text 0-1 bits. Say for example 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, something like that. Dot dot dot. Suppose this is our plain text. Not dot dot. We fix the length to maybe some length. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it can be more also. So now in the stream cipher, what we have a key stream. We have a key stream. Key stream of again 0-1 bits. So this is we have some key stream. Where from it is coming, we'll see. says 1 1 0 0 1 1 0, something like that. We have a key stream bits. Then that key stream bit will XOR with this plain text bits, bitwise XOR. So the 0 0 0 1 is 1, 1 1 is 0 with no carry, because bitwise XOR. That means if it is say x, and if it is say alpha, if it is say y, then we know this function x. These are two single bit, x plus y mod 2, x plus y mod 2 basically. So this is a modular addition, I mean modulus 2 addition. Okay, so this is 0 1 0 0 1 0, like this. So this is our ciphertext, and this ciphertext Alice will send to Bob. So this is 0 1 0 0 1 0 dot 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 1. So Bob will receive this ciphertext C. So what Bob has to do? Bob has to get the plain text string back. So Bob has this ciphertext. So how Bob will get the plain text back? So Bob needs to have the same key string so that he can do the another round of that XORing and get back the message back. Because if we do the XOR 2 times, so this if we XOR with y again, we will get back x. That is the idea. So again Bob has to get the same key string bits. So this is 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0. Then Bob will do the same process, bitwise XORing. So Bob will get the 0 1 1 0 1 0 0. This is our plain text bit. So this is what is called stream cipher. It's very simple operation. We are just doing the bit XORing with the message and the key stream. But the thing is, they should have the same key stream bit. They should have the same key stream bit. But what they have? They have a key. But somehow we should get this key stream bit from this key. So there has to be some what is called some function, which is say some key stream generator or something like that. We'll name this function another way, key stream generator, which takes this k as an input, and it should give us the key string, how much we want, alpha I, depending on the size of the plain text. So then once we have it, so we'll just do the bitwise XORing with this and get our. So then this is the encryption. So the Bob need to have the same function, key stream generator, so that Bob will give the same input k and Bob will get the same alphas. That is important. If Bob is not getting the same alphas, then Bob will not able to get back this. Now can you suggest some method, some physical method to generate this key stream? If you have a coin, say, if you have a coin, so can you do this encryption business?
If head come, then we will put 1, otherwise 0.
Yeah, so if head comes, then we'll put 1. Anyway, you can do the other way around also. So that way you can generate a key string. But that problem is the Bob also has to get the same sequence. So that is also you need to thing. So same coin may not give always same output, no? So it depends on how we'll draw that, how we'll toss the coin. So, but anyway, so if we have a coin, we can get this. We can have a physical stream cipher, like we can generate this key stream, and then we can XOR with this and send it to Bob. So the main part in the stream cipher is this one. So stream cipher is nothing but we have a key stream generator. Or in short we can say KSG, which takes the secret key and which give us the some bits, 0 1 bits as our keys, key streams. So now this is what both Alice and Bob is having this function. This function is in that way, it is public function. We know this function. Anyway, it is part of the encryption function. So this function is public. Only thing, this guy is secret, which is secret, typical secret between Alice and Bob. So what we have, so Alice is having this function, Bob is also having this function. They are both having a K. So Alice is having a message x1, x2, xi, so on. So Alice will put this and get the key stream alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha I, so on. Do the joining, get the C1, C1, C2, Ci, and so on. What is Ci? Ci is basically xi XOR alpha I. So this stream of Ci, C1, C2, Ci, Alice will send to his friend Bob. So this is what is called stream cipher encryption, and decryption is same. So we have the CIs. Bob is having this CI, so Bob is having the same key. So Bob will put it into this key stream. So Bob is having the same K is G. So Bob will put the same key, and Bob will get the same key stream alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha I. Then Bob will do the same process, XORing process, and Bob will get back the message xi. Because what? Because if Ci is nothing but what? Ci is xi XOR alpha I. So if you do the another XOR with alpha I, so this will give us alpha I XOR with alpha I. This is cancelling out. This will give us xi. So this is the correctness of this scheme. We are just that is the whole idea. I mean, if Bob cannot decrypt it, then there is no question of using this system, crypto system. So that is the whole idea behind that. So it should be easier, and Bob should be able to decrypt it. Okay. So yeah. So now, can you have some example of this key stream? So the main part behind this stream cipher is this guy. Other than this, there is nothing. We are doing simple XORing business, and then but the main part is the KSG. How we can have this key stream bit, and then we will see some properties of this when we say this stream cipher is a good or bad, something like that. Any questions so far before we?
Sir, here it means that here our key size has no foundation.
Key size means key size is fixed. Na? Alice and Bob may have a 56-bit key.
Sir, it will depend upon the. Okay. Sir,
they have a fixed key. So that depends how they share this key, how they meet.
Okay, so means a particular size of key is repeating again and again to.
Yeah. That is there. So it suppose we have a very huge plain text. Is it possible to always get a key stream which is not repeating? Because if it is repeating, then we will get the same thing. So that is not allowed. So we should have a key stream on one period. Period means it should not repeat. Yeah, there is high chance of repetition. So that we'll see that how we'll get the good key stream means that there will be the period will be high. So those things are there. It's not that it's a magic that somebody give me a black box and whatever how much length we want. Say this is say 20 bits, 21 bits of message. So it may not possible to have this many key stream from a given key stream generator. So that is also there. So yeah, you're correct. So we have to think in that case how to handle all these things. So we'll slowly move to that part. Okay. Yeah, it is not possible to always have the same size of the key stream, but we need that same size of the key stream because our plain text bit is that much. But the idea is, if we have this key stream, we can just do the simple operation XORing with the plain text bit and we get the ciphertext bit. That is the idea. Any question? Is this answer your question?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes. So it will be more clear if we move to some of the examples. So the coin will not much popular because we need to have the same coin and it should give us the same this thing. So now the thing is, the first thing is LFSR, linear feedback shift register. In short, it is called LFSR. So LFSR is an example of a key stream generator. Okay. So LFSR is, you heard of LFSR? Any of you? It's a register basically. Register you heard? Computer register. Flip-flops. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, flip-flops you heard, right? So it is, say I talk about 4-bit LFSR. So it is basically four flip-flops. Flip-flop means it can contain. So there is a clocking business. So every pulse it can change. So it can output. So it can store a value basically. So 0 or 1. It's a 0 1 bits. So it can store a value basically. So 0 1 bits. Okay. So that is flip-flop. So register is nothing but collection of some flip-flops. So if this is a 4-bit register, means we have 4 flip-flops. Register, not our register. So 4-bit register means we have 4 flip-flops which are connected and they can store a one single bit 0 or 1, and every clocking there will be, we can have some changes over there in the bit. I mean, okay, so how that change will happen? The change will happen by shifting. That's why it is called linear feedback shift register, shifting. So how to shift? Suppose we have some position like 1, we have some values at some point of time 0, 1. Suppose this is the value of the register. Now we want to shift these values. That's why it is called linear feedback. Feedback means will come. So first let us talk about shifting part. So we want to shift this value. So that means once we in the next clocking when we shift, so this one will come here. So let me just so then again I am copying same thing with same register. So if we shift, then this one will come here, this one will come here, this 0 will come here, and this one will go out. This one will go out. This one will go out. Okay. Now what about this field? So this field will be filled by some feedback bits. So we should have some functionality there, so that we'll see. So this will depend on the connection. Suppose we have a connection over here. This bit is connecting. Suppose these two bits are connected. Okay. So this connection means we take these two bits, whatever value they are. If this is x, if this is y, for this example it is 1 and 0, but if this is x, this is y, so we'll just do the bitwise XOR x XOR y, and whatever value we'll put it here. So that is the x XOR y. So here in this case, here we have 1 0, so it will be 1, and then 1 will be out. So this is our alpha 1, the first key bit. Again we do the same thing. So this is now our position of the, this is a state, you can say. See, computer consists of this register. Basically this is a finite state machine. So we have many registers there, 64-bit register in the computer. So state are changing. So we put some initial internal value of the state, and then we'll do this clocking business. We'll and every time we'll output this alphas. Is this okay? So let us just have another board. So what is our connection? We have this 4-bit LFSR, and we have connection in these two positions. This is and then this is a how it will generate. This is LFSR. This is an 4-bit LFSR. LFSR. Now using this LFSR, how Alice and Bob can have this key stream? Any idea? So they have a key. They have a common key. Say K is 4 bits, say 1 0 1 0. So Bob is also having this key. Tell me how we can get the key string. Now Alice has the message which is 0 1 bits. Alice wants to encrypt this message. So Alice has to generate the key stream. Bob also has to generate. How to generate the key stream? What is the idea? They have this box. Any quick answer?
First use the K itself and then shift it and again use.
Yeah, so first we will initialize the states. These are the states, you can say. This finite state machine, you can say. So we initialize this by with the key they have shared. Then we start generating. So we'll do the shifting. So this will come here. This one will come here. This 0 will come here. This one will come here. 0 will be go there. And what about this bit? This bit will be depending on the feedback we have. So here in this LFSR we have 0. These two has to be XOR, these two values. So now this is how much? 0 and 1. If we XOR 1. So we got 1 over. Now this is our state value. So we copied here. This is our state. Initial state was this, the original key, but this is our state now. Now this we copied here, and again we will run the same so this one will come here, this one will go there, this 0 will come here, this one will be out. And what about this value now? This will now XOR with these two. This 2 is the current value. This 2 again 1. So again we do the same thing. 1 will come here, 1 will come here, 1 will come here, 0 will go there, and this will be XOR with these two. This 2. 0. And then can you do it for me? 0 1 1 1, and then this one
0.
again 0. Thank you. And then this 0 will come here, 0 will come here, 1, 1. Can you see the repetition? And what about this? 1, right? This will be this 2, 1. Now again this will come here. You just check the repetition, okay? Oh, move it. Ah, I can move it. Oh, great. Yeah, you can do so many things using mouse. Okay, now tell me. So now 1 will come here, 0 will come here, 0 will come here, 1 will go there. So then what about this value? This 2?
0.
0, thank you. So this 0 will come here, 1 will come here. Oh, it seems to be a good LFSR. 0 will, where am I? 0. And this one, 1. We got the same internal state? Yes, we come back with the same internal state. Yeah. So now once we have same state, it will repeat the same values, right? This is our alphas, one period. This is our key stream. After that, we have the same period because we have the same internal state we get back. So then it will produce the same key stream. So then we must stop, because if it is producing same key stream, then we will not take that. So it can encrypt how many bits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits of the plain text. Okay. Is this clear? This is a very simple example of the key stream generator, or key stream bit generator. So now this is our alphas. This is alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, alpha 5, alpha 6, alpha 7. So we have x1, x2, x7. So Alice will encrypt using these alphas and get the C1, C2, C7, XOR, bit-wise XOR. Very simple. So Alice will send it to Bob, C7. So Bob is having the same LFSR. Bob is also having the same LFSR. Okay. So Bob will just put, Bob is also having the same key. So Bob will put that into that internal initial state value of this state finite state machine. This is the LFSR value of this LFSR. So Bob will have the Bob will put these values over here, and Bob will get the same alphas and get back the message x1, x2. Any question before we move further?
What will happen if message is greater than 7 bits? So will we reuse the key string?
Sorry?
So what happens when the message is greater than 7 bits?
Yeah, you suggest what are the solution there?
So can I reuse the key string?
You can, first of all, we can just increase the LFSR size. Instead of 4 bit, if we know that our plain text is more, we can make it more bits instead of 4 bit LFSR. Okay, that is one way. And not even though we may not get the okay. So for this 4 bit, what should be the maximum period we can get? So here we have an example where we are getting a period of how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after 7 it is repeating. But can we have is it the maximum one, or we can have more than 7? Is my question is clear? Oh, this is great. I can just instead of taking another board, I can just scroll up. Oh, good. Yeah, so you got my question. Is this the, can we have, let us try another LFSR.
I think the maximum would be 2 to
Maximum
the
is how
power
much?
4, 2 to the power 4 minus 1, I guess.
Yeah, so why?
So because
Around
these are the maximum number of possible digits, so we take any combination, it is going to repeat the previous one.
Yes, that is the thing. So we should have, the maximum period should be kind of 15. But you by 4 bit you cannot expect more other than 15. So can you try just one more LFSR? This is one another LFSR. So now doesn't matter what is the initial state. So suppose this is the initial state. Now can you quickly see the period? So this will come here. So this is first bit, and this will be this to 0. Then are you doing? Okay. So this will come here. This is 1. This is 0. This is 1, and this will be. I'll be doing unless you say that period. I mean, if I get a quick help from you, that is be welcome. So this 2 is 1. So this is 1. This is 0. This is 0. This is 1. We have to check the state. If state is matching, then we are done. Okay. So this is how much? This is 1. Or you can see if I make a mistake. I'm also lazy.
Having the second state.
Huh?
Having the second state, the first digit.
This is okay, na? This will come here. This will come here. This is okay. Now this one is 0, 1, 1, 0. Fine. In the second step, this is come here. This is come here. This will come here. This is 1, and this one will be these 2 bits 0. It's fine, na?
But the XOR of 1 and 0, it should be 1.
No,
positions
XOR
are
of these 2, na? This is our new position. You just copy here. We don't have these bits now.
Yes.
This is gone. This is copied by these
Yes,
bits.
sir.
So this is
Yes, sir.
0. This is
After that step.
oh, after that. So this will come here. This will come here. This is 0. Yeah. So this is 0 and 1. Oh no. Yeah, this is 1. This is okay.
But the first digit should not be the XOR of the second and third of the previous step.
No. We have connection only here. We are not taking the feedback of this 2 bit.
Okay.
We have only feedback of this is another example of LFSR. You can have this 2 bit, that will be another LFSR. Like depending on the connection. So I want to see which connection will give us the best one. So that is also another observation, and we'll see this is very much connected with some polynomial of degree 4. And if you are familiar with polynomial, if the polynomial is a good polynomial, like primitive polynomial, then it will give us a good sequence. So that is the whole idea behind this LFSR. So I'll come to that slowly, but I'm okay now. There is no mistake.
Okay, sir.
Yes, so we copied here, so we'll just move here, here, 0, and where we have connection? This 2. So this 2 bit, it is 0. So just check whether there is a repetition. 0, 1, 1, 1, and this 2 will be 1. Then 1 will come here, 0, 1, 1, and this 2 will be 0. Then this 0 will come here, then 1 will come here, 0, 1, and this 2 will be 0. It will up.
Yes, sir, it repeated.
Now you got the repetition. How many bits you got?
So 7.
Oh yeah, we have a repetition over here. This one and this one. So after that it will repeat basically. So we have again F7. So can you take another LFSR so that we can expect something better? Maybe I don't want here. Maybe we can take this and this. Can you try this? I'll not do this. Can you try this and quickly tell me the sequence? Just tell me the period.
Sir, if after 5 period.
After 5 only?
Yes, sir.
I think 6. After 6, I think.
Oh.
So after 6.
So why we are not getting a good LFSR? Okay, so how many LFSR we can construct? What about this? Or we
Sir,
take
is
this
this a
one?
possibility? Yes.
Huh?
Sir, because here when we are shifting by 1, so last bit would be lost. So how we will take the XOR?
Which one?
Sir,
This one?
where you use the MSB and LSB.
This example?
Yes, sir.
So this is our LFSR. We have 3. So this is 1010.
Okay, so okay, sir, but we are when we are shifting by left by 1, so okay,
That
sir,
is okay.
I got
Yes,
it.
there is no problem with that. So now these 3 are the feedback. So 1 0 0 bitwise XOR. So first we XOR with these two, 1 and then 1 and then 0, that is 1. Then we have 1 1 0 1. Then this is our value. This and this will be XOR. So this is 1 1 0, no carry. This is 1, so this will be 1. So just quickly check whether we are getting better on this.
Sir, up to 7 step.
Up to
7.
only
Sir,
7?
7, sir.
Come on. So there is no but you should get one plus x cube. What are the possible we have tried? These two we have tried. This we have tried. This we have tried. No. This we have tried. Okay, so now can you try this? A quick last attempt. Okay, so this 3 connection. Try this one. Last one, this two. Can you try this one?
Sir, initial value 1010.
You can take any value, yeah, 1010. Other than any non-zero value, it should give us the full period. If we take the polynomial to be a good polynomial, I'll come to that. I mean, how we can relate this with a polynomial. But before that, too, just give you some more idea on this.
Sir, line 2.
2? Only 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'm missing something. Any? So how many LFSR we can construct? Any idea? How many LFSR we can construct from a 4-bit with a 4-bit register?
4C2 plus 4C3 plus 1.
4C
2 plus 4C3 plus 1.
Why?
So because we are taking XOR first of all in the combination of 2 and then in the combination of 3, and then we can also take the XOR of all 4.
So what is the number is coming? Achha, just a last one. Have you taken this one? No. What is I didn't get you. What is your? No, just a minute. So we have taken this we take, and this we take. You take this one? No, no.
Not taken, sir.
Just take this one, please, for me. Last attempt. No, but how many LFSR you said?
Sir, I said 4C2 plus.
Why
4C.
that is? See, we have connections basically. So connection means these cells. Suppose this is a C1 cell, C2 cell, C3 cell, C4 cell. So they will either contribute or not. So if they contribute, we say 1. If they cannot contribute, we say 0. So there are two options. We can have connection. So you can just have a say XOR gate. So CIs. I'll come to that. Anyway, so I think 2 to the power 4, na?
Yes, sir. In that way, it will become 2 to the power.
So please try this one. Last attempt.
So entries are 1010.
Yeah, I can take that one.
sir, the period is coming as 4.
4. Okay. That is my LFSR, which is actually okay. I'll just now move to that polynomial part. Actually, this LFSR can be viewed as a polynomial. So suppose we have this LFSR. Say we have connection over here. Say. So this is, we will write 1 plus 1 is by default. So this is say x, either this way or this way. So it doesn't make any difference because that is. So this has no contribution. So 1 x will not come. X square will come. Then x cube will come. Then there is no export. So this is the polynomial corresponding to this LFSR. Okay, 1 plus x square. Sorry, 1 plus x square plus x cube. So now, what is the polynomial for this LFSR then? So 1 is there plus x is there. There is no x square is also there, and x cube is not there. X to the power 4 is there. No, this is not a primitive polynomial. This is not a irreducible polynomial. Okay. Now what about this one? 1 plus x square plus x cube. You are with me? This one is 1 plus x cube plus x to the power 4. This
Sir,
one
how are you
is,
getting this polynomial? Can you?
no, this is how we defining because of connection. This is contributing. That means x part is coming. That is the way we defining. But you have to understand. So what is the polynomial for this? Can anyone? 1 plus
x plus x cube.
x plus x cube.
Sir, how did you get it?
Yeah, the formula is basically we have. So let me just. Yes, so if we have this 4-bit LFSR, now so this one, and we have a say C0. This is this one, and we have, I'll just explain this. This one, we have a C1. This is AND gate. We have C2. We have C3. Okay, and this is we are XORing. This is a general structure like this. So this CIs, C1 is either 0 or 1. So if C1 is 0, doesn't matter what value is here. So this will always produce, this is a AND gate. This is a AND gate. So it is always produce. This is 0 if this y is 0, or it is x if y is 1. This is AND gate. So it doesn't matter if it is 0. That means this cell is having no. This cell is not contributing with the feedback. So we are taking some feedback bits. So then this is a general form. So this will represent by the polynomial C0x plus C1x square plus C2x cube plus C3 x to the power 4. This is just a formula, I mean, so that we can associate it a polynomial. So if you know a 4-degree polynomial, then we can have a LFSR. So if you have a LFSR, then we can have a 4-degree polynomial. So how many 4-degree polynomial we can have? all the CIs are 0 or 1, so it is basically 2 to the power 4. So now if this polynomial, we'll talk more on this in the next class. If this polynomial is a good polynomial, that means primitive polynomial, then we have a full sequence. Okay, is it okay? Is this a question? That is the way we are getting. So for our example over here, this connection, here our C0 is 0 because this cell is not contributing in the feedback. Here C1 is 1 because this cell is contributing, and C2 is 1, C3 is 0. So that means the polynomial is 1 plus C0 is 0. So C0x, there is 0. So there, and then we have this x squared term is there, that is C1 is 1, like this. So this is the formula. So this is the, so if you have a 4-degree polynomial, you can think for LFSR, or if you have LFSR, you can have a 4-degree. Okay, so we stop here today. Any question before we stop? We'll do this
So-
and more tomorrow. Okay.
So
Sir, I
where
have
will
one
the
question.
quiz be?
Yes.
Sir, when we were taking the XOR of 3 bits, so XOR is not an associative property. So where we were taking from left to right, or XOR.
No, if we XOR, that is just simply bitwise XOR. We can do first 2 bit, then the last bit. What is the problem with that?
Sir, XOR is not a associative property. So
No, if we have 3 bit x1, x2, x3, why it is not associative? I mean, what is the problem?
sir, if we
can XOR these two, then we can XOR this. No carry, na?
yes, sir. Sir, I mean to say that we cannot first of all XOR 1 and 3. We have to take.
No. I mean, we are not doing that way. We are just either we are doing XOR with x1 and x2, or first x2, x3, then
Okay.
with XOR.
Yes, yes.
Sure, sir.
It may not, but it is. What is the problem with the associativity?
Sir, for example, if you are taking the
You take
example
some
of zeros, sir, if you are taking example of 0, 0, 1, so
0,
if we are
0, 1.
yes, sir. Sir, if we are XORing
0,
first
0,
of all
1.
0 and 1, then it will give us. Sir, first of all, we are XORing 0 and 1, then it will give 1, and then after XOR with 0, it will give again 1. But if we XOR first of all 0 and 0, then it will give 1, and then 1 in 1 XOR will give 0.
0 and 0 will give 0.
0.
No, I'm not
Okay,
getting
sorry.
it.
Okay, sir,
0, 0, 0, 0.
sir, I was doing a mistake, sir.
Yeah. It is associativity. Associative. Okay. Any other question?
So can you give us some details about the quiz?
Yes, sir.
Quiz will be my MCQ type, and yeah. So it will be on the Moodle. So I'll send you the tomorrow morning or today night. I'll send you the login password. What details do you want? Question I cannot send you.
Yes.
So like we have to
So
log
can we
in
move
and
backwards? Is back navigation available?
Yeah, that part I have to check because these TAs are uploading. Usually we don't do because after maybe if you, I mean, there was complaint that after 10 to 15 minutes, every answers are available in the WhatsApp. So sometimes some teacher by mistake was part of that WhatsApp group. And then it's very difficult. I mean, unless you are a little bit of honest. I know you are honest, my student, but yeah, so
how many
those things are made to avoid this corruption, that notebondi, all these things. So this is the part of that navigation, all these things. So
so sir, will there be a time limit for each question?
sorry.